When my daughter worked up the courage to perform at her school's talent show, a grown man publicly humiliated her for it. My daughter Kyla is 9 years old and has a speech impediment. She can't pronounce L's or R's. They come out as W's. Larry becomes wowie. Truck becomes twuck. And the one time she tried to say, "That's literally so ridiculous," it became, "That's white wowie so ridiculous." Kids have bullied her for it her whole life, mocking her, imitating her, making her feel less than. But despite everything, her dream has always been to sing on stage, have people watch her do what she loves. She was always too scared though, convinced her impediment meant people would mock her. Then the school talent show was announced. She came home with the form and just stared at it. Like putting her name felt impossible no matter how bad she wanted it. Then 2 days later, she waddled over to me, her hands shaking, knees trembling, the talent show sign-up form in her hand. "Daddy, can you please sign it? I want to sing." I almost cried. This was the scariest thing she'd ever done, and she was doing it anyway. Night of the talent show. The auditorium was packed with parents. Kyla was backstage. I was in the front row. I could see her peeking through the curtain, terrified. Act after act went by. Piano, magic tricks, dance routines. Then they called her name. She walked out slowly, legs shaking. She grabbed the microphone and stared at the crowd. The beat dropped. "Love Sosa" by Chief Keef. She started rapping, going for it, giving everything she had. I was grinning so hard my face hurt. My little girl up there doing her thing. Most parents thought it was adorable. Then the chorus hit. Instead of Raris and Rovers, Kyla sang Wowis and Woviews. Suddenly, a grown man in the middle section burst out laughing. Not a chuckle either. A full, loud, ugly, ogre-sounding laugh. He pointed at Kyla. His elbow nudged the person next to him. "You hear that? Wowis and Woviews," he yelled. He pulled out his phone and started recording her. A few other parents started chuckling too, covering their mouths. Kyla saw him pointing. She saw the phone aimed at her face. Tears started filling her eyes. She tried to keep going, but her voice cracked. That's when the man lost it. Literally started crying from laughter, slapping his knee like he was watching a comedy special. "Wowis and Woviews," he yelled again, mocking her, making sure everyone heard. Some people laughed harder. My daughter froze. Her lips started trembling. Her tears started flowing. She dropped the mic. It hit the stage with a loud thud. She ran off, sobbing. The man was still laughing. "That's hilarious. I can't breathe." I jumped out of my seat and ran backstage. I found Kyla curled up behind the curtain. She was bawling so hard she couldn't breathe. "I winged it, Daddy," she said between sobs. Eve we won was wawing at me. He was wacouting me. I held her tight. I never want to sing again. I didn't know what to say. I just held her. Then we heard a voice from the auditorium. "What the hell is wrong with you?" We peeked through the curtain. A boy was standing up, maybe 11, staring directly at the man who laughed at Kyla. "She's 9 years old," the boy said sternly. "She has a speech impediment, and you're making fun of her, recording her? You're a sad man." The man's face went red. "Sit down, now." "No, you just made a girl cry in front of everyone. Does that make you feel big and strong? You're weak." The man got angry. I said, "Sit down, son." The boy shot back. "Or what, Dad? You gonna laugh at me too?" The boy turned to the other parents who had laughed. He pointed at a woman. "You, laughing at a 9-year-old with a speech impediment. Your soul is uglier than your earrings." He pointed at a man 2 rows back. "And you, imagine that was you on stage? How would you feel if I started laughing at your giant head?" He looked around the room. "You're adults, but you're not very good at being grown up." Dead silence. The boy turned and ran backstage. He pushed through the curtain and found us. Kyla looked up at him, and her face changed. I hadn't seen his face either until now. My jaw dropped. This was the boy Kyla always talked about. The boy she drew little hearts around in her notebook. He knelt down in front of her. "My dad is an idiot." Kyla wiped her tears. "It's not your fault. You were doing so good up there." I was vibing. She shook her head. "I can't go back out." He held out his hand. "What if I go with you?" Kyla looked at me. I nodded. She flashed a big cheesy smile and took his hand. They walked back toward the stage. The auditorium went silent when they saw her. The boy looked directly at his father. "Oh, and Dad, if you laugh this time, I'll tell Mom where her overtime money has been going." The man's face went white. He sank into his seat and didn't say a word. The beat dropped. Kyla and the boy started together. Chorus hit. "Wowis and Woviews." The boy sang it the exact same way she did. Nobody laughed this time. The man didn't make a sound. After the show, the man's wife dragged him over to us by his ear. "I'm sorry," he said to Kyla. Kyla stared at him. "I forgive you." That was it. Later, I found out the dad had been spending his wife's overtime money at the casino.